Hola, welcome. Oh, some people are in the chat. Sorry about that. I'm still preparing here for the show. Holy crap, there we go. Hope everyone's having a fantastic... Pam! Hey, buddy! Good morning is right. I mean, it's not really the morning. It's like 12:30 here, but damn right. Good morning. How the heck are you doing, buddy? I'm doing flipping fantastic. How are you doing? I cleaned my floors today. I waxed my ass. I'm just starting to wax my ass again because, I've been single. So, why do I care if I have a little bum hair? You know what I mean? No, wax that shit off today. Fucking. It's amazing. Oh, I gave myself the best enema of my life. I do enemas at home now because I just have a really awful, immune system and digestive system, and today has been the cleansing day of a lifetime, Pam. Honestly, I mean, might be TMI on my behalf, but fucking great day. Great day. I thought it was Friday and it's freaking Saturday. I clean. Now it smells like pine saw in my house now. Yeah, man. Good. I hope Collective's been there's been a lot of please clear your energy, cleanse your body, cleanse your temple, cleanse your house. Mars went direct, Venus went retrograde. So all this energy wants to move, and especially some of the people that might have got left in some of that Venus energy might have got left, behind from contracts, and then Mars moves forward without Venus, and so Venus gets pissed off, and now all my feminine energy is coming out. I'm damn, let's wear something nice when I go out today. And then my hair, I can actually take that down now because it should be almost dry. But ever since Venus went retrograde, my feminine energy activated, which fucking riddle me that, eh? Oh, man, who's going into retrograde now? Oh, yeah, Mercury's in retrograde, so that's communication. Communication shut off. Yeah, I knew the lunar eclipse was yesterday. That's probably why I didn't go live. I just did not want to go live yesterday. I just kept clearing my house and clearing things and cleaning up things. And I'm I just couldn't go live yesterday. So much interruption. I did 2 readings on Instagram. Both of them got fucking cut off by my own voice playing in the background. Fucking riddle me that. I don't know. Instagram's fucking haunted or something. So I'm not even doing my messages on there at all right now. Just you, me, and a little YouTube there, Pam. Actually, there's a couple more people in here with us. They are not showing their faces, but I know they are here. Oh, well, my sister actually, you can do that charting online too, eh? There's the astrological charts online for like every minute of every day. My sister knows how to read those charts, and I'm trying to get her to start a fucking YouTube channel so she can explain like movements and retrogrades and stuff in the chart, but she's a little shy right now. So I hope she does it, because like I was trying to read charts the other day and they're on Twitter. So I was on X, seeing if I could find somebody on X. There is not a single astrological reader out on X. If anybody wants to know, you want to be the first astrological reader on X, you will be. No one's reading charts. Like, I can't believe it. It just blows my mind. Like, I don't really know how to read them. My sister always like tries to describe it to me, but I'm like, I have no idea. It's like my brain just can't. Actually, I'm starting to take my chlorella again. If you're trying to learn something and you feel like there could be some type of mental block, like kind of what's in the cards right now, try chlorella. 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 And it's a metal detoxifier, and it's been really helping my, just common sense, like just, snapping back, like just all that. It's really helping me like get back into the game. Like, metal toxin in your body is so high. Like, people don't understand. There's aluminum everywhere. Just see it that way. You are constantly poisoned all day long. All day long. Okay. This poison like fucks with your head, and it fucks with your mental stability. It fucks with your ability to make decisions, to make good decisions. Holy fuck. Like, just like Mercury itself. I mean, that shit in the air. That's like, no wonder it's in retrograde. Now we're all gonna fucking breathe it in because it's not moving anywhere. All right, this first reading has me stumped. Okay, there was kind of like a similar reading when I did the shorts today. The one that if your family won't help you, the community will. The reason why I say that is because B is the community. B is the thing that came out to give me that channel, I could say, okay? And it's in reverse, and I'm pretty sure it came in reverse in the reading, and I was like, oh no, like somebody's just not getting support that they need. And like sometimes, I mean, like the things that can go through your head, like it's just overwhelming sometimes. Things that people mentally go through. And I feel like somebody's creativity is blocked. And I did a painting the other day. What up, everybody? Okay. I did a painting the other day, and I unblocked myself because I hadn't painted in so long. And it's like, sometimes when we stop doing things, okay, it's because they're like, someone's trying to physically take it away from you. They're trying to disconnect you from it because they don't want you doing it. Like, my stepmother hated when I painted. She told me that I couldn't become anything if I didn't go to school and get a degree. So she said my paintings were nothing and I was nothing and my art was nothing because I didn't go to school for it. And everything had to be, perfect. Like the skyline had to be perfect. The clouds had to be perfect. She would point out, and then my father would do it. They would come and like look at what I was painting, and they'd be like, why is this like this? And why is this like this? And why is the sky this color? The sky's never that color. And I would just like put my head down like, oh my God, like shut the fuck up. Like, just block my creativity a little bit more. Like, I don't care if I'm 40 years old and drawing green clouds. Guess what? Okay, you can fucking do that. There's not a law against it. But back in the day when I really got bullied for my art, there wasn't a lot of social media. Like, so I didn't have anybody else to be able to go and open up their Instagram page and go, green clouds. See, I fucking told you green clouds exist, Cindy, just because you fucking say they don't, right? It's just crazy what we do to ourselves because the people around us, okay, are hopeless. Okay, raised by baboons, okay, heartless individuals that want to crush people because it wasn't properly done. Well, what the fuck is properly done? Tell that to Van Gogh, bitch, that you gotta go to fucking school to sell your art. If anything, school fucks you even more, okay? it fucks your wallet, okay? You might as well just bend over now because all your money's gonna go, all your attention's gonna go, so you're bent over and you're fucked, okay? And then art school is like majority of it is philosophy. Thanks. Don't give a fuck about where it comes from. Kind of just want to learn to draw a perfect circle, right? It's like you have no idea what, and like talking from a woman who never went to school in her fucking life and was basically raised on a fucking farm. Go fuck yourself if you tell people that they can't do anything because they didn't go to school. Do you know how many people say fuck the government and fuck school? I'm sorry, I don't have 50 grand a year to go to art school, bitch. And then when she tried to force me into school and I didn't do it, she immediately kicked me out of the house with nowhere to go. Okay, so tell me who's violent and who's misunderstood, who's violent and who's not being listened to. Okay, so it's like whoever did this, they broke your light. You had this like shining light, the brightest light bulb in the sky, and they went ew and shut it off. And of course, okay, this is bringing me down to this episode I watched in Lucifer yesterday, where this forensic scientist, the girl Lopez, you know, she has a very like bumbly spirit, just always talking, always. People need that, okay? They don't all just want to suffer in silence, okay? And her boss was fucking ripped her a new asshole about talking too much all of a sudden, and she just stopped. And she just stopped being herself because one person said, you might be a little much, shut up, right? But when we listen to it and we think, oh my God, somebody doesn't want us to speak, guess what? That's their fucking problem if they don't want to hear you speak. Guess what? It's their fucking problem if they don't want to go to your art show. Just because their little minuscule opinion that means absolutely nothing to anybody else, but is ruining your life, is like, you need to get out in your community, okay? And branch out with people and like whatever your community is. Like, I mean, again, the communities could be on Instagram. The communities are social media. The communities aren't necessarily in where you live, because where we live now is completely being destroyed by, you know, irrelevant things I don't want to talk about, okay? So it's like wherever you find your community, they're going to bring you back to life. Okay, like I've been recently tattooing and it's a beautiful journey that I'm on, and there's a lot of fuck ups and there's a lot of great moments and there's a lot of, oh my God, I'm scared and I don't know what to do. And like, because I'm the only one here, I'm teaching myself. That's it. Me and a gun and unlimited skin. Okay. And I've been learning off of teachers on Instagram, just random profiles about how they shade. And if they want to talk about it, I'll listen to how they feel about certain needles and what they use and their techniques. And I mean, I don't need a fucking tattoo artist in front of me teaching me how to do it. Because guess what? I have a telephone and I have the internet. Okay. So it's like, whatever is stopping you, I'm like, do you think I'd be able to tell my parents that I was going to tattoo? They'd be like, yeah, okay. What are you going to do with that? You're going to have to go to school. What schools have tattoos, Randy? Because you can't just start this without going to school. I mean, it would have been immediate. School. Guess what? There's fake skin. That is school. Guess what? There's tutorials online. And mostly, I mean, these motherfuckers are so narcissistic that the schools are online now. So why the fuck are you going to pay for it? Why are you going to pay for it? Majority of this shit is free. This reading right now, free. You don't got to pay for it. But why are they telling you to go watch the psychics that you have to pay $900 an hour for when there's free things to do? Why do you have to go to tarot school when I can fucking teach you just by reading and you looking at the cards, right? How do you think I learned tarot? Fucking watching some of the best tarot readers online. Right? With your basic tarot deck that everybody has, that just has your, 9 of wands, 10 of wands, 5 of cups, all that shit. You just learn how they're describing it. And then you start learning on your own. You start learning what to say on your own. Spirit comes to you, right? You learn on your own with the guidance of others around you. But if there's nobody physically around you, that's what I'm saying. You have a million people at your disposal on your phone. How do you think you found me? On your phone. right? So it's like, whatever these people did, they unscrewed you, you know, and it fucked you. It fucked a lot of your life up, right? With having this creativity blocked, right? Because this creativity you could have used in everything, where they were like, you just want the easy life. You just want to be the next Justin Bieber. You just want to be the next Monet. Actually, I'm just trying to find myself, bitch, and I would really love it if you step back and let me fucking do that. But a lot of parents don't. They'll just like fucking crush your dreams and crush your spirit and go to school. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot, Dad, that you were on the line for 50 years and you went to school. Oh wait, you didn't, right? Fuck you. Even my stepmother at like, okay, 40, I don't know, 6 years old, okay, retired from her bank job because she was saying she was being bullied by people. Bullied by some little 20-year-old biddies in the office. And I'm thinking, ha, Miss Pink Pants, Miss, I just run my mouth to everybody squawking and lying about everything. Wow, you got a couple of 20-year-olds throwing it back in your face and you quit your job? Like, give me a break. These people are so weak. Okay, they're weak. And that's why they unscrewed you. Okay, inevitably, ironically screwing you, okay, because by disconnecting you from everything that is real, okay, basically just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there, and just because it's not popping out alive and talking to you doesn't mean it doesn't speak, okay, doesn't mean it's not alive, okay. It's just absolutely crazy how small-minded people can be, and by those small minds, crumble everybody else. Okay, so you, my friends, because it's multiple people, are like being unscrewed. Okay, you're being unscrewed. They're not going to do this to you anymore. Like, fuck you, fucking living in a box bullshit. You got to do it the right way. Like, what the fuck? Like, they're fucking Beav it to Cleaver bullshit Martha Stewart. Even that bitch broke the law. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you're so perfect. Like, I swear. Just a bunch of dream crushes. Dream crushes. You know what that's from. Ooh, look at this on the bottom of the deck. They're like, look at the bottom of the deck. We have so with setting intentions and optimism. With that little seed growing. Because that's the thing. What do you think grows seeds? I mean, a majority of it is how you take care of it. If they're in your hand. If not, then they're underground. They're germinated. They're quiet. They don't want anybody to be around until they're ready to be seen. Right? And clearly there were some things that like you needed to do and they blocked you from being seen, you know, like, because by taking something away from you that makes you alive. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, they unalived you. Boo, done. Pull the plug. You don't get to live in this imaginary world anymore, bitch. You have to live in the real world. And what's so abusive about that, when people do that, when they say you need to learn a real lesson, the real lesson is in them, because like the lessons that you will learn through your life are orchestrated at times to change you and mold you and help you become a better person. For somebody to step in your way and say you need to learn something is just like, oh God. I mean, clearly they have something to learn right there just by stopping you in your path saying you need to learn something. Honey, you need to get out of the way when real big people are walking down the road. You don't just get to pop up in front of somebody and try to stop them. Guess what? It's called move out of my way or I'm going to physically force you. And then it's like you physically force them out of the way and then they call the police. They hit me. They harassed me. They're doing this. Oh my God. And it's like, there you go. Crying wolf again. You fucking stood in front of my way. You didn't want to move. So I pushed you out of the way and you call the cops. Like, okay, just wait till you have to call the cops on a big problem, on an actual problem, and they're not going to really take you seriously, or they're not going to show up right away, or they're not really going to give you the attention, right? Like, people just need to not play God and think that they need to teach you a lesson, because one amazing thing that I know about the world is the world will teach you plenty of lessons. Okay, them stepping in as some fucking act of God just goes to show you how minuscule they are and how pathetic they are and jealous of you, and they want to crush you, right? Because you're threatening to them, you're doing something that they can't do, so they want to end you. That's 16-year-olds. Okay, so what you're dealing with is somebody that's barely even popped puberty. I mean, they literally could still be a virgin, so it's child's play at this point. I mean, a 16-year-old, you're smarter than a 16-year-old. Okay, that's for damn sure. All right, yeah, let's do these. Oh! Sorry, Pam, I'm totally not fucking reading what you're saying. Oh, good. Here we go. Next reading. All right. This is big. We've got the fly on the wall. Okay. You know why I made this card? Look at me peeking out from behind the card. That's so creepy. Okay. Spirit is in somebody's house. Okay, and Sword in the Stone, they are lying. Spirit is like, I am watching them, and they're lying about everything. And it's like, oh, God, here we go again. I remember my first beer. Okay, running scared in reverse. Okay, this person who's lying, okay, inside is terrified. Okay, which is why they're lying. They know that if they tell the truth, they're fucked. So they're gonna lie, like most people would do, okay, that have done something they're not supposed to do. They're now gonna lie to try to cover it up, obviously. Okay, but they don't look scared, but they are scared. Oh, the 4-leaf clover in reverse. I just want to say, this should not show up in reverse. Okay, like, unless you're evil as fuck. And we have horrible choice and suppressed emotions. It's raining. Wow, nicely done, Spirit. All right, clear that energy. It's raining and it's pouring and nobody in this house is snoring. All right, actually my snakes are. They're definitely snoring. Okay. Fly on the wall. Okay, so the way that Spirit is saying is the worst thing they could have done is lie. Okay, even if they were scared about telling the truth, they shouldn't have lied. Every time they tell a lie, it's just another one on their fucking badge of honor. You know what I mean? Of what they feel like they're doing the right thing and lying about. This person lies a lot because they suppress their emotions. So they're trying to make it seem like they're emotionless about something. And that's the thing that they're lying about, because I think the thing that they're lying about is really emotional to them. And if they, I was, again, watching Lucifer. Fuck, this fucking show is going to come up because it's what I'm watching. There was a part where Cain, he's immortal. So he just stays away from people because he knows that he has to eventually move because he's immortal and he doesn't age. He can't be with anybody, okay? And he completely suppresses his emotions with this one chick. And now it basically has fucked him because he acted a certain way only because he suppressed his emotions and made some of the worst decisions of his life thinking that he had to be a certain way when really he didn't. Okay, so, I mean, okay, sometimes it's not as bad as what it may come out to be. We have staged. And then there's the sun. Okay, so I have a feeling this is somebody you're dealing with, okay? And this whole thing that they're lying about, I don't think they're lying to somebody. I think they're just lying. Okay, maybe they're lying to themselves about something, and that's the suppressed emotions. Maybe you said something to them, you reached out to them, private property. I don't know. It seems like they're just kind of staying on their own land, and you're kind of being like, hey, well, the door's open. What is this? Ooh, Mother Nature's wrath kind of sticking out. Okay, so now Mother Nature is getting involved. Hence the fly on the wall. Mother Nature is getting involved. So they have a pet around them or something that they tell the truth to. Okay. And so this pet knows that they told a lie to somebody because they're listening. And they went, what the fuck? You told me the truth yesterday. Why did you just lie to this person? They lied to somebody around this pet. Okay. And this pet knows that they're like, okay, what are you so scared of? Like, why wouldn't you just tell the truth? Like, you have to lie to somebody, right? So they've chose to lie about something, and their pet is, I mean, pretty upset about it. Okay, clearly, some are like, I don't know if it's their pet or just literally a fly on the wall that can hear them talking. I don't know, but somebody's got to know them, and they're like, they know that they lied. Okay, so, and it's been staged. Mother Nature has been staged to listen to this person lie about you. Okay, the thing is that by having this fly in their house, whatever's listening to them, it kind of sucks because it's like they made a horrible choice to lie. Because if they lied in the ether about how they truly feel about you, it's coming back to you. And you think that this person doesn't care about you because maybe they're not saying anything to you, but it's a lie. They actually care about you quite dearly. They have suppressed everything. They have all of their emotions about you are like a mile inside of them. Okay. And they chose to do that for a reason. Okay. But now they know, or they're figuring out, maybe, I don't know, that like something is listening. Maybe this is just for you. Okay. Maybe this is just for you. And Spirit just wants you to know that it really sucks that somebody has chosen to go this route, because all it is they're just scared. And whatever they're scared of, it's so long overdue. And it's like, it's something that's just mentally holding them back now. And the universe is like, this has been staged to happen with this person. For whatever reason, it was set up to do this. Maybe lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, they just suppress all their feelings for you all the time. And they know it's the worst thing to do, because all they have to do is just be honest with you. And it'll just rip everything to pieces. It'll just, a new start. Fine. Say everything, right? Why lie? Right? Why lie? It's just, you should never lie. It's never going to lead to anything good to lie. Okay, there's prophecy, Sherlock, and then private property came out in reverse. I almost feel like this person is not blocked from you. Like they're opening up the door for you, but yet they're lying to you about something. And if they're holding back the truth, then that would just be they're obstructing, like, how they feel, but they're not going to tell you. Okay, so prophecy, and with Sherlock, I feel like, with the right method, you might be able to get this person to talk to you. There's my nose. You might be able to get them to talk to you. Oh my God. Sometimes I see things out of the corner of my eye all the time. Like shoots of light and stuff. I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're like fairies or, I don't know, energy or fucking ghosts. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like you're going to be able to make them speak. It's just you haven't found the right thing to say, or because they're not running away from you. They're scared in a different way. It's not like they're scared you're going to beat them up, or they're scared that you're going to shoot them, or you're scared. They're not scared in that way. They're scared a different way. They're scared of their emotions. I swear. I was having this conversation with somebody yesterday, and I was like, there's been a lot of manipulation, and I really think that you're scared to love and to really show what you're capable of because of what happened. And it's 100% like if somebody gets burned or if somebody dies or if you find yourself in the worst position with somebody, how can you possibly think about doing that again? Right? It's like, fuck you. I don't want to go down this road ever again. Like, I got burned and I don't need to get burned again. But then sometimes once you get over it, right, and you don't really know you're over it, but then you suddenly move on with something and you make that, jump, right, then you start to open up everything again. Right. And it's hard to do. Like, it's hard. Like, it was really hard for me to decide how much I wanted to love my snakes and how much I really wanted to interact with them and how, and it was such a creative journey that, I mean, our relationship is amazing. Like, I never thought a snake relationship could be like this. Like, they just like come to the door when they want to go out, and for the most part they always want to poop, and and then they always just want to look around or crawl around in my head or sleep in my hood, or they just always want to be around me. And I went, okay, well, that's how I made that relationship, was the constant support, the constant, attention, knowing that I'm right there and that they always have me and they can always rely on me, right? That's scary shit, right? Because you become somebody's 100% reliance, and it's like, Jesus, that's a lot of responsibility. But, right, it isn't when you really want to do it, when you really want to be there, okay? So I feel like with the right ingredients and with the right method, you will get this person to speak to you and unleash their emotions, because my God, they have a lot they want to say. Like, a lot. Like, it may go back 10, 15 years. Like, I didn't like when you did this and I didn't say anything, and I hated when you did this, and like, you drove me crazy when you did this. And it's like, fucking let it out, dude. Like, let it out. I mean, it's got to go somewhere, right? Ooh, God represented in the house. When God shows up, it's something big. Okay. Organized destruction on. Okay. So something was targeted on. Okay. And a girl interrupted. It got interrupted and fucked with for a reason. Mother Nature's wrath. Okay. It's not pretty. And when you have to learn something from somebody, again, not going to be the prettiest level or accomplishment, or you know what I mean. Okay. So organized destruction would be, it's like you can break them down. You can break them down. It's just this wall they put up. And it's meant to come down. It will come down. The prophecy is it will come down. They're not blocked off. Like, think of it this way. If there's somebody that you've been trying to speak to, okay, and they just aren't speaking to you, just keep, like, I don't want to say keep trying. Okay, but I do want to say that unless they block you and you never see them again, I would keep trying, because you never know what is going to be the right thing to say to make this person all of a sudden speak to you. Because, like, they want to speak so bad, okay? And this person has amazing self-restraint. I wouldn't be surprised if they're a Gemini or a Libra. Like, their ability to not say anything is probably driving them crazy at this point. So it's like, if you keep opening up to them and if you keep telling the truth to them about things, they might all of a sudden unleash everything that they really need to. Spirit's just saying. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but if it does resonate, Spirit says there's possibly a way to get a breakthrough. All right. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hello to everybody in the chat. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. reading, next reading. Ace of Swords in reverse. What the fuck? Queen of Wands in reverse. King of Swords in reverse? Oh my God, there's the moon. Wow. Six of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom. Four of Swords, the World. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So, what the fucking fuck? Okay, so I think the main thing that I'm getting, I feel like somebody is lying about somebody. Okay, lying about their feelings, lying about how they truly feel about them, because this Queen of Wands, or it could be all one person. Okay, but I feel like it's possible that this King of Swords, okay, is lying to themselves about how they feel about this Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, this Queen of Wands in reverse could be a Pisces, but they are different. All right, I don't know if this person has changed in front of you, but that confident, courageous, independent person has become codependent, uncouraged, non-confident, okay, and undetermined. Okay, they have everything that they were when they started is not what they are now. Okay, they're completely different, and someone's kind of lying to themselves about that, I think, and that's what's going to change, because it's like now that we're in the full moon, it's almost as if the moon is going to illuminate everything, and it's going to let you know where you're going wrong and where you need to go right. Okay, so it seems like somebody has to address what this Queen of Wands has become. Okay, because with this Four of Swords, it seems like this Queen of Wands, they're exhausting to be around. Okay, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it seems like that's about the spirit of charity. I feel like this king is going above and beyond to give this person money. Okay, and it's simply just things that they need to heal and move on from. Okay, and that's why the World is here. Like they need to address it and then end it and move on. Okay, what they were when you began is what they need to become again. If they were dependent and confident and courageous, then that's what they need to become again. Okay, and by you lying about it, or lying to yourself, or lying to others, you're covering that person up and you're enabling them to not change. Okay, and you will have to continue to give to them until the end of time. If you don't cut it off and stop it, it's going to continue. Okay, and it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse. Okay, the things that you give up today are still going to be the things that you give up tomorrow and the next day and the next day, because if they don't want to change and they don't want to go back into their role, because some people get entitled when they get into relationships, or sometimes people, especially in relationship, even if it's their parents, they get under their roof, they become codependent, right? They become non-confident, right? Now they're living off their parents, leeching off their parents, or leeching off their spouse, and now they don't have to change because, they were out in the real world and it was hard, and they don't want to go back out there and do it again. They just want to be lazy and they just want to sleep. And it's like, honey, there's a whole fucking world out there. You can sleep when you're dead, right? Like, you got to get shit done. You got to get working again. You got to get moving. This person's got to get moving. And by this King of Swords lying to himself about it, it's not helping. Okay, because when we are in relationships with people who actually like us, when we are in the wrong and doing something that is self-destructive, I sure as fuck hope your partner says something about it, right? Because there is that time where you can allow somebody to wallow a bit in self-pity and remorse and in regret and in denial and whatever it is. But then after a few months or, a couple years, it's like, honey, you got to get moving again. Like, you got to stop this and you got to get over it, because if you don't, this is a crutch. What is trauma to begin with then becomes a crutch. And do you want a crutch? Do you want to walk with a crutch for the rest of your life? Do you want to become 80 years old? Right? But so many people do. They want that crutch. They want that government paycheck. They want that fucking thing to walk on every day. They don't want to have to walk by themselves, and they don't want to have to do anything by themselves. Okay? And that's just, unfortunately, very stubborn, lazy people. And it's just sheer coincidence that someone has got one under their roof. Okay. And it has to end. I mean, the world is like, this has to end. Like, however way it ends, all right, it doesn't necessarily mean that somebody has to move out or the relationship has to end. It just means that someone's got to get their ass moving. This Queen of Wands, she's got to get moving again because she's dead. Look at her. She's fucking dead. She's not, okay. I mean, she probably looks 10, 20 years older every day because she does absolutely nothing with herself. You know what I was thinking today? I was like, God damn, as I was waxing my ass, I've been single for so long that like I've been lapsing on the waxing. It's been awful. So as I'm doing that, I'm thinking to myself like, man, all those women that are married to those men 10, 15 years and just have hairy legs all day long because they're with somebody and they're with their husband and they can have hairy legs because they're human and they don't have to care anymore. And actually to myself, like I've been single for 10 fucking years, okay? And I have shaved my legs every week. Single or not single. I think to myself, how like, because I've been there before. Okay, so I can say this. Okay, I've been there before. I've been that lazy fucking bitch that doesn't want to all of a sudden do anything because she's got a man at home and blah, blah, blah. But then I think to myself, like, you want to be lazy at something you're not really supposed to be lazy at. And like, why stop caring about your hairy legs? Like your hairy, disgusting legs on a woman. Like, why would you want that? Why would you want your husband to see it? Just because you're married, does everything suddenly fall out the window? I don't know. I've never been married, so I don't know. But I'm thinking to myself, like, if I shave my legs every week, single, you don't think I wouldn't do that with a man? Like, what the fuck? What are these women on? And I know, because I've been there, but I haven't been in a relationship with new Whitney goggles on, that actually cares about the way she looks. Because, what the fuck? Why do you not care about what you look like? Like, that's what I mean. I know that maybe you don't care and you're like, you're the girl who doesn't care about their hairy legs because you're so confident. But, like, at the same time, I think you're just lazy. I think women just become lazy and they just don't fucking care. And I think, well, like, do you not care that other people, because you're wearing pants or tights or blah, 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 no one's going to see your legs. Why does it matter? Because it matters. Like, do you want to have BO all day just because you have a boyfriend? Like, no. Why? So why is it that when you're in a relationship, you just stop trying? I'm just trying to figure it out. Maybe this is a part of the reading, right? Because I just don't understand why somebody has to lie to themselves and like why women just can't shave their legs. Like, why can't you wax your shit? Why can't you keep it tight just because you're not dating anybody anymore? What does that have to do with it? What does dating have to do with anything? What does dating have to do with dyeing your hair and looking pretty, right? Like, so why would you stop doing it? And I remember my sister, my brother, my stepbrother, his wife had like really thin, fine hair on her legs or whatever. And she would just be like, I don't have to shave. I don't have to shave. I don't have to shave. And my brother would just be sitting there and I could see her blonde hair twinkling in the sun and think like, yeah, you do have to shave. You just don't want to because you've been dating my brother for 6 years and you don't care. But like, gross. I don't want to see your hairy legs. Like, I mean, I'm a woman. I don't really care. But at the same time, I was like, don't just think your shit doesn't stink, girl. Like, everybody can see that. And just because you got a man, maybe you're making your man look kind of bad. Like, he'll just marry anything. Some fucking road hoe on the side of the street that doesn't even shower today because she's married. I don't have to shower. I'm married. I don't have to look good. I'm married. Like, whoever this Queen of Wands is sucks. Okay? They suck. And they have a chance to turn it all around again. So either you be honest with them, if somebody has to be honest with them, or you be honest with yourself. Like, yeah, you do have to try, okay? And not just for that, why wouldn't you want to? Like, that's where my thing is. It's like, yeah, I paint my nail. I want to look nice for myself. I don't care about anybody else. Because if you're doing it for somebody else, then you're not doing it for the right reason. And you will not want to do it and continue doing it because you're not doing it for yourself. Right? Just saying. I don't really know where this is going, but personally, I don't really care about anything, but Spirit wants somebody to hear this, and I have to say it a certain way. And I'm not really judging or anything, so when Spirit says it, just take it like that. I don't judge anybody, and I don't care about your hairy leg girlfriend at home. But maybe you do, okay? Maybe you do. Because maybe you deserve a woman that's going to shave their legs every day and not act like a stupid dumb bitch. You know, the fat guy that can't get off the couch. Fucking get into a gym and fucking love yourself again. Because you're married. And that's like, I just don't understand why people in long relationships, suddenly stop caring about themselves. And I think it's because somebody else cares about them, right? So they don't have to care about themselves. But like, you still have to clean your ass. You still have to take care of yourself. Like, just because somebody else loves you, you still have to love yourself. But then some people can't love themselves if they have to love somebody else because they don't have enough love. So they need to steal it, or they have to suck it up from their partner because they don't have enough to give on their own. Good. Good. It should make you happy, Pam. It should. Hello, Diane. All right. Next message. Here we go. Here we go. Hello to everybody in the chat. I hope everybody is doing phenomenal. Exactly. That's the thing. You got to love yourself first. And then it makes me love my animals more. It makes me like, as soon as my snake poops, I'm like in there cleaning it up. Like, I wouldn't want to be living in an enclosure with my poop, so I don't think he wants his poop there. I fucking cleaned out my whole aquarium, moved shit around. My fucking my beta fish is like having the time of his life right now because I keep changing things around, and then he just bounces off everything. And he's just, oh my God, he's bouncing right now. He's so funny. He loves fighting in the current and then shooting off into the abyss. Like, I just try to give my animals the best life. Because, like, why wouldn't I? Like, that's what I would want to do if I was in a fish tank. Fight the current and then go, woo! Right? So why wouldn't he want to do that? I don't know. Once you love yourself, fucking everything changes. Everything changes. Everything. Everything. Everything changes. It's such a great change, too. All right. Next message. Here we go. Here we go. Wow, the world again. Wow. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords, we have the Empress, we have Justice, we have the Fool, we have the World, and we have the Chariot. We could be having a Libra or a Cancer up in here. Also a little bit of Aries energy, a little Taurus energy here. But nonetheless, cycle wrapping up, and you or somebody is moving on. Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Like, what the actual fuck? And then the Six of Wands underneath that. That is like game over, party. We got it. We did it. Okay, so there has been, I don't know, some type of danger lurking in the darkness around you. Okay? And a reading like this came up the other day about specifically with this bitch trying to, as you can see, she has her heart in her hand, trying to give, but it's supposed to be her heart, okay? But in the reading, it came up, she was actually trying to give somebody else's something away, okay, to the devil so she could get something. Okay, and I feel like this could be a continuum of that reading, okay, where, I don't know, maybe just the right person didn't watch that reading. It's got to come up again because this is basically exactly what I'm getting, okay? Five of Daggers with the Chariot. Somebody watching you in the dark, okay, and they are not liking what they see. Okay, what your words or whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're saying, it's hurting them to see. Okay, so they try to give it away. They try to give something that you own away, right? And then that's where it all ends. Because whoever they went to the crossroads with to give this thing to, that's when all stopped, because then that truly identified who was in the dark manipulating you. And this person they had been doing it for a while. Okay. You could have been a child whose parents got married after you were born. And if that's the case, it took hold then. Your parents, I don't know why, but suddenly somebody became your worst enemy in the dark. Okay. And maybe that's how they got the wedding, by sacrificing you in some way. Okay, like what women will do or what men will do to get women to stay with them or people to stay with them, right? They will abuse children to keep these people satisfied. Okay, so I feel like the world has spoken and it is over. Okay, when the fat lady sings, it's fucking done, son. Okay, and that's what I feel like this is. Like, and then with the world and the fool, I'm like, this is justice. Like, this has been divine timing. Like, this has been something that has possibly been to hell and back, you know, somebody who's been dead. And like, there have been times, like my heart stops if I sleep on my back. So when I was homeless, I was sleeping on my back and I died. And when I woke up, okay, I was gasping for air. And I was like, oh my God, like I was blue. I had stopped breathing, everything. I died, literally. And you know, what's so fucking weird about it was when they say that these giant gates come and come down for you, and let me tell you, I saw something that I'll never unsee. And it was, I don't think I've ever told anybody this. When I died and came back, this stairway just like appeared in front of me. And it's when I was homeless. I think I said that. Because we were kind of like in the woods, right? Trying to live in my car. And this stairway, so the way that the stairway came out, it was like in the woods. Like it was all in trees. So I'm like, what? It was in it. Oh my God. You don't have any idea. Like, unless you've seen it, you have no idea how beautiful this was. It was white. And like, I'm getting goosebumps. It was like, it was the stairway to heaven. Like, I gotta say, like, it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen in my life. And then everything went black. That's all I remember. And then when I woke up gasping for air, I was like, because I shouldn't have suddenly been back in my body. I had just died. Everything went black. Everything was done. Everything was gone. It was done. It was over with. Why the fuck was I back all of a sudden? Well, for one, my sister was in the car with me. Okay, so A, that would have fucking sucked if she had woke up to a dead body. Okay, woke up to a DB. Great. Okay. Second of all, when I came back, started breathing again, I was a different soul. I was a different person. And this happened like, oh my God, maybe 5 years ago, I think. Something like that. And because when I woke up, I know I was a different person, because when I woke up, I couldn't remember anything. It was like amnesia. I didn't know. I looked at my sister and I was like, what the fuck? And like, I couldn't even believe I didn't wake her up, because I was loud and she was out like a light. And I couldn't remember anything. And then I slowly I'm like, okay, this is my car. Okay, that's my sister. Okay, what the fuck? Where are we? Why are we in the car? Why are we sleeping in the car? I had to like all slowly like come back to me. And that's when I realized that I had switched souls. That something had happened. The one soul I had got killed off, dead, boom, gone. Then about 2 years after that, I was living in Calgary, which was like probably, I would say, the worst 2 years of my life. Okay. And I woke up one morning, and again, amnesia. I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't remember who I was. I couldn't remember where I was. The one thing that always grounds me is knowing who my sister is, because my sister has been with me since birth, right? And she's older than me. So when I got here, she was old enough to hold me. So she was basically one of the first three people I saw in my whole life, right? So she's my grounding. When I see her, I know everything's fine, because I'm always going to recognize who she is, right? It's never a fuckery. So then when I found her, I was like, okay, well, my sister's here. So if my sister's here, I gotta be okay. right? And then everything started coming back to me again. And then I started this channel. And I hadn't done a channel since before the first soul swap. And I think it's happened twice since the first time. So maybe it's happened 3 times now, or maybe just twice. I don't know. Anyways, it was a huge moment in time. Okay. And I'm saying this because if something has happened and it's chasing you in the dark, okay, it means it wants to kill you. And if you still have time here, tons of shit to do, you can't die. So you die, and I don't know if you've seen Lucifer, but that will describe it right away. Seeing fucking like season 3, your body will immediately wake up with a new soul because you're not supposed to die. You have things to do. That's why people can OD, come back to life. I swear that's why medical equipment has come so far. And that's also why amnesia and comas happen, because sometimes when a soul dies or when a body dies, it's not supposed to come back. So the soul has left the body and the body hasn't died because of medicine. So that's why comas happen. There's no soul in the body. If there's no soul in the body can't wake up, right? It's like having the battery in a robot, right? If there's no battery, the robot can't wake up. Okay, so if there's no soul in the body, you're fucked. If you lost your soul, you'd have to be replaced with another one. Okay, so whatever this person was trying to do, okay, and maybe that's why justice is here, because maybe they used justice in their own hands. Maybe they killed you in another dimension and you died, but your soul, it had nothing to do with your temple, right? So your temple is fine and you woke up, but you started a new life now, right? And when you start a new life, that's why we get rid of people in the past. That's why we sometimes usually move away from our friends and disassociate from our parents, because we're not a part of that anymore. We're now something else, and our journeys have now begun. And those people in our families were just the conduits to get us here. Okay. And we had karmic debt to pay with them, and we had karmic events to happen with them. And then once all that shit's done, especially if your fucking parent pulls out and if somebody doesn't want to be there anymore, they die, you become a part of something else. Obviously, something else is going to allow you into its family, and you become part of spirit. Because if you don't have that supportive team around you, hence a family, then you get the spiritual team around you, hence spiritual protection, right? Because now you don't have those souls around you in your house that are supposed to be protecting you because they've AWOL'd or they've left you or they've died, right? So of course you're going to be able to come back as somebody else if your mission is nowhere near done. Okay, so this is, I don't know who this is going to make sense with. Obviously, sometimes don't even know what I'm saying because it's not for me, it's for you. Just take what resonates, okay? Somebody is on a new journey, okay? Because you got killed off. You got killed off, okay? You got unalived by the last bitch on earth that can fucking do it to you again. And you had to come back because there's still too many things to do here. And maybe it was your choice. Maybe you got unalived and you were like, fuck you. I don't want to be dead. I don't want to be in heaven. I got shit to do. So God's like, all right, I'll send you back. I mean, I don't really know how it all works. I just know the message. Okay? So I hope that resonated with somebody. Oh, see, somebody might have unalived you when you were 5 then. And because of that, you had to get a new soul. Because they took your soul away from you. That's fucking crazy. Amnesia's no joke, man. Look at what fell as I was just talking to you, Diane. The moon. You were illusioned. You were swapped. It's a fact, girl. See, when you come to these lives, spirit we become your family. Me and my spiritual team, we will start delivering the most intense messages to the collective, because then you can handle it. You know, if you can't handle the truth, then you're not going to like a reader like me. I'm too much in the void. I don't really have a filter. I'm not going to try to say it nice. You know, I'm just going to say it like. So, whew, that was a big message. That's so cute. Okay. We're going for the Godfather. All right, let's use the Godfather. Well, maybe you swapped with the girl next door. Is that what you're saying? All right, next message. Okay, we got quite a bit of cards here. Just gonna try to organize them for a moment. Okay. Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, that came out with the Ten of Wands in reverse. We also have the Page of Wands in reverse, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Swords, but in reverse. I feel like this Knight of Wands is attached to this Page of Wands. So I feel like somebody has a very, very strong opinion about you, okay? But it's a good opinion about you. And they really want to say it, okay? But they aren't. And I think it's because they're worried about something. I mean, I almost feel like they've been blocked. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Like they've been blocked by something. Blocked from getting the message out. And, okay, by being blocked, you could have had somebody that felt very strongly about you. Okay, but just as they were starting to feel a certain way about you, they got hit with some type of financial loss. Okay, and somebody might have kicked the bucket. I just heard maybe somebody died and like they had huge funeral bills to pay or something, or they lost a lot, like life-saving. Okay. Hierophant in reverse, it could have been from a marriage, like a divorce, okay, separation. Somebody could have lost all their money in school, okay, but it was a burden that they were carrying that they couldn't carry anymore, so they just let it go. And in order to let it go, they had to pay it off, okay, which was success. Ace of Swords, like that's what they needed to do. They knew that's what they needed to do, was fucking pay this person off, and they lost a lot, but guess what? It was successful, okay? Now we have the Emperor and the Knight of Cups. So, the thing is that they both came in reverse. And I don't want to read them in reverse. Because now that I've just said all that stuff, maybe that's why I didn't say anything about this. Because I'm like, okay, the Emperor, order, power, boundaries, done. Okay, Knight of Cups, a dreamer, proposal, done. With strong opinions, it seems like maybe suddenly, okay, so they take this financial gain, they take this loss, and they're fucking in the gutter. Okay, feeling like a pile of shit. You know, like they lost everything, blah, blah, blah. You know, the gloomy days, the gloomy gusses, okay? And then somehow, okay, you drop on the scene again. Okay? And all of those opinions that they had about you before, victory, they have again. Okay, because you weren't a part of this financial loss. You didn't have anything to do with it. So they didn't take anything out on you, or they didn't do anything to you. They were like, hey, well, it's not your fucking fault that this bitch took all my money, or that this fucking school was a scam, or that I lost all my money. You know, it wasn't your fault. So obviously they didn't have to take anything out on you. Okay, so when they meet back up with you and they suddenly see you again, you're still that same person, and you might have still treated them the same way. Okay, like, oh, hey, like, you didn't know that they just took a loss, or you didn't know anything, and like, you know, everybody walked away from them because they don't want to talk to them anymore. But that doesn't mean you're not going to talk to them. That doesn't mean you don't still like them. Okay, so that's where now we're getting into the main fucking greasy part of the reading here. Okay, strength, Leo, management, endurance. Now it's like this emperor now has to kind of put his walls down. Okay, because if he's still so strongly opinionated about what it is that you're doing, okay, which is a victory, by the way. Having a strong opinion about something is not a bad thing. It's actually quite a good thing, because it's what you stand up for. If they know that, you know, that you can stand up for something, or they can stand up for you, it's like maybe they learned to stand up for themselves. Maybe they went through something really bad, and now they're like, fuck, I love myself. I would never do that to myself anymore. And, you know, like, I know what I went through with you, and blah, 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 right? So this person now has to kind of bring their boundaries down, because now it's like, okay, well, now if you want to be a part of my life, then you have to fight for me, right? We have to fight for each other, right? That's really what it is. It's not a conflict, okay? You're not staring down the barrel of a gun, okay? But we do need to make sure that we start this together, Ace of Pentacles, okay? We have to make sure we start this together, because I just lost everything because I didn't do that properly. Okay? The moon. And I just said to myself, the man on the moon. And like, I don't think that's the Elton John song. And that's certainly not how he sings it. But now I'm getting the moon, crisis of faith. For one, they could be a Pisces, but they have like they might unleash some very deep emotions by channeling with you, by being around you. Okay, because whatever this financial loss was about, whatever this Wheel of Fortune was in reverse, okay, it took something from them. Knight of Wands. And it's not about the money. It's about something else that they took, right? Because money is one thing. It's material, whatever. This person took something along with the material. They took something else. You know what I mean? And that's what gave them this crisis of faith. Look at this again. Marriage and inheritance in reverse. Like, I don't know if this person was supposed to get money. There's the High Priestess. Secrets. I don't know if this person was supposed to get money through a divorce or an inheritance, and they didn't get it. Okay, they didn't get it. They had to give it up. Okay, High Priestess, and look who's behind the High Priestess. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Fuck you, bitch. 4-4 on the clock. It says there's 4 people in the live and 4 likes. This bitch is going down. Okay, this drives me crazy. Hermit in reverse. They're not gonna be able to hide forever. Okay, so this person, okay, this High Priestess, whoever this person was that stole money, literally stole something from them right out of the bank. Okay, their secrets are just fucking. They're gonna be spread over the wall. You know what I mean? Very soon. Very soon. Okay. It's maybe you're going to do kind of like, so I've been on this like path where I've been, my father is just kind of like treating me like I just don't exist, and that I don't email him and tell him about the most, you know, intimate, important things about what has happened in my life. And he just ignores me. He just acts like that just never happens. And like, you know, the thing is like this queen might be able to just act like they didn't do anything and act like this, but maybe, and I started exposing my father. Okay, so all these emails and shit that he wrote to me that was just absolutely disgusting, demoting my character, treating me like I'm a child, you know, acting like fucking he's, you know, God's gift to the earth, and he's never once done anything for me. I just started exploiting him. And to be honest, after all the emails that I put up and everything that I put up, I mean, the motherfucker hasn't even said anything to me. Like, I don't even know if he knows I'm doing it. And if he does know I'm doing it, he might think that I'm doing it to get his attention. He might think I'm doing it for whatever reasons. But for me, the reason why I did it was because I'm not going to stay silent. I'm not going to be silenced anymore. And, you know, I'm going to say what I want to say, and I'm a grown up, and this happened to me, and this is what people do. And when they get massively fucked over by people who claim to love them, then we just expose them. Right. And like, why expose somebody you don't know when you can expose your own mother or your own father right under their roof? Right. They'll never suspect their own child, you know, showing that they're a fraud. Okay. No parent ever sees that coming because they think, you know, or partner, they never see it coming because, you know, you might have had a really great relationship and treated this person really well. Yeah, well, there's still social media. You stole from me. You took everything from me. I had to give it up because I had no other option. But now it's because the world has revolved the way that it has, we have free speech. It's called, hey, Facebook's just a click away. You can just start fucking narking this person out. And like, who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's part of what happened to you. So if they're latched onto it, guess what? It's still something that you lived. It's something that you went through and you're allowed to talk about it. Free speech, bitch. Fucking talk about, you know, it's almost like do your research. Right? People can't stay silent forever. Hermit in reverse again. You can't stay silent forever. You can't stay hidden forever. You done nasty shit. You fucking, you've frauded somebody or you defaced somebody or you acted like somebody didn't exist and, you did the wrong thing. Guess what? It's 2025. I kind of suggest you maybe not writing anything in hard copy, because people can turn on you and then just expose it to anybody they want. Oh, it's all planetarily aligned, Diane. Come on. That's what's happening. You know what's so weird? And I don't know how it just happened. But I looked down a little bit for some reason, and I saw an owl, a white owl, like right here. Now I'm seeing things today. I don't fucking know. That was bright. And what's weird is like I have an owl painted on my wall right there. And I have an owl right here as a clay owl. So I don't know, the spirit of the owl is here. Like, do I even have any cards with owls? Oh, the spirit cards. I think that's it. I'm trying to find this one deck that a reader that I know uses. Oh yeah, I think I found it's like mystic something. Cindy uses them on hers. And I freaking love them. And they have an owl card. I think I'm going to have to buy that deck sooner than later. With all your lovely donations. I get to buy new cards. All right. I'm going to do the ancient spirit cards. Okay. I'm going to see what happens. Whoa. Okay. We can only have one of those. Dolphin and dove. Ha! What do you think the odds of that are? Okay. I'm just going to double check. To see if owl came out. And no, it didn't. Okay. So we have dove and dolphin. Okay. Life, feminine energy, sexuality, peace. Pure divinity. And then the dolphin associated with feminine energies, the waters of life. It seems like something. I don't know. All right, let's see. My nose is starting to itch again. Oh, I get so itchy when I do these readings. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Give it to me in the tarot, please. Please, spirit, come to me. Tell me what's going on with the dolphin and the dove. Strength again. Sagittarius energy, Jupiter energy with Cancer. I need my planetary alignment here. I'm so bad with the houses. Fifth house. Here we go. Yeah, Leo. Okay, Leo is the fifth house. Pleasure. Okay. Let's see here. Again, the Jupiter energy. Like, I almost feel like this is like euphoric. Like, this is almost like somebody is going to get a new life. Like, there's new life everywhere. So, I mean, new life could be a baby, puppy, new job. But then there's also this, like, new sexual experience. Okay? And then, with all this, there's Taurian energy. With Scorpio. So something is changing. Oh my God. And then the Tower. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay. So, Strength, the Eight of Cups, and the Tower. It's like someone's life is going to change. You know, the whole crisis of faith thing. Right? Like, maybe you're in a crisis of faith and, like, something needs to change. You know, life needs to change. Maybe you've reached your divine feminine energy, right? Which means you can find your divine partnership. Which, if you found your divine partnership, that's like crazy sex. That's intense. That's in a very intense connection, which means that would be very sexually driven. The Hermit. Again with the Sagittarius energy. Okay. Seven of Wands, King of Cups, Four of Cups. Okay. Double Mercury energy. Okay, so this is going to be okay. So I'm almost getting I mean, if you've been with a partner for a while, introduce something new, okay, in the bedroom, like some Kama Sutra or something like that. Like, get it popping. Like, Spirit is like, there is so much will for this, okay, that once it peaks, everything crumbles, and it's in a good, like, for once I actually feel like this Tower is a good thing. Okay, because maybe two people's sexuality have been hidden or held back. Okay. And then you meet this partner and it's like something sparks, right? With all the Sagittarius energy, I'm like, something's going to spark because it's Jupiter energy. It's your philosophy of life. It's your sense of purpose. To suddenly expand that and get with somebody that opens you up sexually is like, oof. That's life changing, bitch. That's a fucking tower for sure on being a hermit. Because once you get into a divine partnership like that, you can't worry about rolls or wrinkles or buttholes or, and you can't worry about nothing because you're not to be focused on how you look in such an intimate position is like you that's not the point of it. You've already lost the point of it because the point of it is to not be concentrating on how you look. It's about the situation that's going on. Like, this isn't really going to mesh with very many people. You know what I mean? Like, it's either going to resonate or it's not going to resonate. And I feel like somebody, like, this offer is going to one person. Okay. And it's kind of that thing. Like, you might meet somebody, it's a little bit mature. Okay. So they don't laugh during sex. They don't, well, sometimes you have to laugh during sex because funny things happen. And if you're not laughing, you're going to cry. Okay. But this person doesn't take sex, like they don't, sex is serious. Okay. Sex is a serious thing because it should be. Okay. Not like they probably wouldn't do it in the back of their caddy. I'm sure they would, but they respect it. They respect sex. Right? As I'm sure you do. And that's the thing is that if you're not ready to talk about it and open up and be that flower, then sex just shouldn't, be something you concentrate on, right? It's like just, party and do your bro thing and find some bitch that'll just suck it. You can go to bed, right? But other people want an experience, right? They want to feel something because they love themselves. Right? So why not let somebody love you? The Hierophant. It's like, I almost feel like, what he's almost telling me? I'm almost feeling like you guys are going to learn a lot together. Right? Or this person's going to teach you a lot. Like, oh, honey, you think you know a woman? You just give me 5 more minutes here and I'm going to fucking show you something I don't usually do for most people. Okay? Like, this is intense. Like, no wonder. It's hard to get I have to pick up the right energy. And, like, these cards are very, like, they're kind of sexual. So I had a feeling it was sexual energy. But YouTube doesn't like that word. I should be saying sexual. Sexual. So then they don't flag me. Because they probably will now. Those dirty motherfuckers. 2 of Pentacles. Ooh, what do you choose? I love this card for one. I think she looks totally fucking badass. And then with the 2 Pentacles, like, basically tattooed on the inside of her hands, it's like, which one are you going to pick? This one or that one? Because you can only have one. You can't have both. Maybe you're a toss-up between somebody. That's the one thing. Okay. Oh, that could be one thing. You could start seeing somebody. And I mean, when you're seeing somebody, it's open. So they have the right to sleep with somebody else. You could start sleeping with somebody. Okay. And they're sleeping with somebody else. And then they're like, I don't want to sleep with that other person anymore because now their weak ass, punk ass, bitch ass doesn't compare to you. So like, I can't sleep with them anymore because it's like, the best ice cream ever, or like a bunch of macaroons. No, those are good. What? Prunes. I wanted to say prunes. Some prune juice or something. It's like, you're going to want the totally delicious ice cream. Okay? Like, nobody wants your prunes, grandma. Okay? Like, so, I don't know. You could be a toss-up with somebody and you win. Good for you. Knight of Swords. Spirit is like, be honest, okay? Be honest about shit. Drive that shit forward, okay? Don't illusion somebody. Don't fill their head with a bunch of shit. Okay, that you're this or you're that or you're so, just don't. Okay, I just don't. All right, don't, just keep it real. And people, they don't talk about sex because it's not something you do talk about. Okay, you don't go tell your bros the night you had with your hoe. Okay, you just keep that shit to your fucking self. Oh my God, Bilal, these cards are so sexual. He's sitting there naked. And like, let me tell you, I mean, ladies. I mean, look at this man. Like, mother may I, okay? With his little, I'm covering up the good stuff. But I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, if you were looking at that, would you be like, oh my God, my stomach. Oh my God, I didn't shave. Oh my God. That's why in the beginning of this reading, I swear, someone's going to be like, oh my God, I can't even speak. I'm so excited for you. Someone's going to be getting laid soon. And Spirit is like, yo, shave your shit. Okay. Start doing some tummy tucks. Yeah, you know what I mean, Pam. You never know. All right, you never know. Okay, start getting ready. There's justice. Shut up. Look at that. I'm not lying. I don't know how to lie. I don't lie. Okay, justice. So shall it be. This is for you. Okay, this is for you. You done deserve that. Okay, you done gone and deserved that nice piece of ass. You might just get somebody that's like, how the okay, oh my God, this person's gonna be so good looking. So I remember this time, I knew this guy, and he was just a friend. Okay, that's all he really was, but he started, kind of like wanting to hang out with me quite a bit. So I was just kind of bringing him along and doing some things that I would normally do with my sister. Like I went swimming in the river, and as I'm looking at water, oh my God. Okay. So we went swimming, and there's the moon. Hot damn. That guy took his shirt off, and I was like, even my sister was like, who the fuck brought that guy? And I'm like, I did. I brought that guy. Thank you. All the ladies on the beach, you're welcome. Eye candy for like the next 3 hours because of me. All right. And I just feel like I never saw it coming. Because, I mean, he's a skateboarder. So it makes sense, okay, that he skateboards in his 40s, right? So, I mean, I don't know if you ever skateboarded, but like, yo, that shit is like all core. It's like dating a 40-year-old surfer. Okay, like they just naturally use all their muscles in their body, so they don't have any fat on them. But when they're in these baggy t-shirts, you don't know what the fuck is under there. Okay, so when he just like, I was like, I'm not prepared for this. I was not prepared. You know what it reminded me of? Now I'm getting brought back to the scene. Crazy Stupid Love. Ryan Gosling takes his shirt off, and he's like, take your dress off. And she's like, not with all that going on. Nope, no fucking way. I'm not falling for that. Okay. It's like, now I'm not getting that. Like, this makes sense why the moon came out. It's an illusion. However way they look with their clothes on, when they take them off, it's an illusion. Okay, it's gonna be like, I'm sorry, what? This was the best reading ever. Thank you, whoever brought this reading into my house. Thank you, because I don't know, I can't take all those psycho bitch, I want to kill you, I'm a witch, I'm gonna chase you around readings. I mean, there's only so many of those I can do, and then I'm just like, Spirit, honestly, I need some light, because all this dark is starting to get to me, all right? Fuck it, I'm not the Grim Reaper. Like, 5 of Swords. Oh my God, this reminds me. I don't think she's on here, but I'm going to tell her to watch this. That's a Pegasus. That's like a unicorn. I'm going to tell Renee to watch this because she has something with unicorns, okay? She always talks about unicorns. And I'm like, I see the unicorn. I don't care if it's a 5 of swords. I see the unicorn. Okay, so this is divine connection. That's how I see it, divine connection. Going for once where it needs to go, okay? Conflict everted, okay? His Pegasus doesn't get hit. No, he's not hit. Fuck you, bitch! That's what he says. I'm not getting bit today. No, you are not. Oh, man, thank you. Thank you for this reading. It really lifted my spirits. Really did. I'm going to email this reading to Renee. Ooh, Empress. With the Fool. That's what I'm talking about. Empress with her little titties out. I'm telling you. Somebody's going to be popping them titties real quick. All right? So say yes if the invitation is right. Okay, Pam? All right, Pam? All right? Just might be you, girlfriend. All right? That was the fucking best reading ever. Okay? I'm so happy with that reading. The best. The best. That was the best. Oh, timestamp. 1 hour, 30 minutes, 44. I had to timestamp this shit. God damn it. I'm supposed to be, they just mess. I don't know what happens. Why all of a sudden I upload the live and it's all like, fucked up and choppy, and then my words don't line up, and then it just ends and it's not the end of the reading. And I'm like, what the fuck, YouTube? Why are you doing this to me? So I have to timestamp these motherfuckers, and I keep forgetting because I'm stoned all the time, and memory is kind of not my thing all the time. But I have to start remembering to timestamp Whitney. Oh, well, hopefully nothing goes wrong with this stuff. Let's keep our fingers crossed. All right? Okay. I feel like I'm going to do one more reading. All right, one more reading. Oh my God, I'm getting the song It's Been a While from Stained. You know the band Stained? It's been a while since I could call you. Hey, maybe that's that person. Maybe this person you know. Oh, great. Well, somebody fucking attacked me with Mercury's energy. It went retrograde yesterday, didn't it? Dirty motherfuckers! If you want to book a reading, Skateboard 3, my email's in the description box below, okay? I don't do like personal readings on here. I read for the collective, but it's just kind of like a natural energy kind of thing. Okay, if you don't have any money for a personal reading, then just kind of keep coming to the lives, and whatever it is you need answered, I'm telling you, Spirit will answer for you. Okay? Yeah, but here we go. Speaking of skateboarding, I was literally just talking about dudes who skateboard. Are you ripped? You're probably ripped, aren't you? Every skateboarder that I know has the most smoking fucking body I've ever seen in my life. And I can't skateboard because I have scoliosis, and it just doesn't work out, right? No, don't laugh. It's a serious question. Are you ripped? I want to hear a yes from you. Or you're a lazy skateboarder. Actually, I do know somebody who's a skateboarder, and he's just big and he just balances good so he can skateboard. Stop! I knew it. You have a fast metabolism then, don't you? You skateboarders. God, just the bodies of gods just walking around. Like, you guys should just walk around with your shirts off all day long. All day long. Just take your shirts off and just walk around. Give people that, because you guys you should all be models. Like, oh my God. It's like skateboarding's the best workout for a guy ever. Chop some wood or go and skateboard, you're going to lose 10 pounds in that week for sure. Just from sweat alone, I'm sure. Okay. Back back to the reading now. You got me all hot and bothered there, skateboarder. Hot dude in the live. No. Oh, isn't it the 15th today? No, it's the 15th today. So it went retrograde today? Okay. Well, I had all that mishap yesterday, so that's why I thought it went retrograde yesterday, because somebody was fucking with my shit yesterday and I didn't really appreciate it. So that's why I didn't go live or anything, because I'm like, I didn't trust the energy. But that was somebody else then. Thank you, Pam, for that. Okay, so we have stabbed in the back in reverse with paradise, abundance, love call, and ascending in reverse. Huh. Okay, so I almost feel like you could God damn. Okay, so you could have had like some type of betrayal, like a bad betrayal. Okay. And there's something on the horizon. Okay, so Spirit is like, don't let somebody's betrayal stop you from getting this next thing. Because like if you're like newly heartbroken or something, and then you meet somebody but you just keep walking because you're too heartbroken or something, Spirit is like, keep a positive mindset, because somebody likes you. Okay. And I don't know, you're stuck in this betrayal that like you don't really realize that this person likes you, and like this like possibly pretty wonderful thing is on the horizon, and that you're gonna get over it. But somebody doesn't see that they're gonna get over something because they're still in it, right? They don't know, they can't see beyond it yet. It's like we've had a couple crises of faith in the reading today. So, I mean, obviously that's why I do this, because, people need to have faith, because if they don't, then it's just a very sad world. Okay. So now I'm getting like, we're almost in spring. Spring is next week. It's raining. Okay. This is like something big is going to change. Okay. So keep a positive mind, because like they say, it can't rain every day. It can't be shitty every day. Okay. And you got to be shitty to get better. Okay. So that's another thing. Okay. Watch Goon. If you're having a bad day, put Goon on. It'll just brighten your whole fucking world right up. It's hilarious. Or whatever your, version of a stupid movie that means absolutely nothing, but is yet genius to the core, watch it. And just remember that we're all here going through the same things, and that sometimes you get hurt, okay? But you get hurt because you're supposed to get hurt, because somebody was a little narcissistic. I'm just saying, okay? Somebody was a little self-absorbed, okay? When you're a little self-absorbed, you're going to get a little burned, okay? Because the world does not revolve around you. And you've got to help people and sacrifice things. And you can't just expect people to burn for you and just walk away and keep thinking that they're going to follow behind you getting burned. If you don't get burned for them, they're not going to fucking do it for you. Okay? So somebody is, they have to stop chasing something. Okay? They have to stop chasing something, because they're missing something that is trying to arrive to them, because they're trying to wave down something else. Okay. Obviously, this person that stabbed you in the back, whoever stabbed you in the back, they could possibly be the one-sided narcissist, or it could have been you, or it both could have been you. Okay. And then you think, how am I going to get over this? They also could have chased you for a while. Okay. And it's like, how am I supposed to get over them? I can't, when I'm like in it. Well, it's everybody gets over everything. It's just a matter of time. Okay. So closure, somebody needs closure from this attack. And by getting closure, I mean, even if it's nasty, okay, somebody could be holding, okay, this could be another thing that I'm getting now. Okay, hold up, remix. Somebody could be, you could have stabbed them in the back. Okay, or it looked like you stabbed them in the back. But really, you just hurt them. And they're not used to getting hurt. Okay, and they don't know how to change. They don't know how to get over that. They don't know how to get out of their one-minded bullshit to maybe think that it could have been possibly your fault too. Okay? So, now we move forward. Okay, now I'm like, now what do I say? Jesus, now what's the reading? So now it's like, you could call this person up, okay, that betrayed you so bad, and get the closure that you need. Because that could also be it. Okay, keep a positive mindset. It might not go the way that you think it's going to go. Okay, once somebody's erased from you and deleted from your life, they might feel a little bit more open to telling you the real reason why they did what they did. Because now you don't live with them. Now there's no threat, right? Because they are, in the bigger picture. Okay. So this could be, possibly two people getting back together, because what they were hooked on was the betrayal, not realizing that the betrayal came from something that they narcissistically did on their own. Like, you have to take responsibility for what you do in the relationship. Just because somebody cheats on you, maybe you're not giving them the time of day and they can't be alone anymore. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying cheating is right, but sometimes these things that happen in relationships happen because we stop trying, because we don't care anymore. Right? So maybe you need to know, well, I stopped caring. You weren't around anymore. Hand of cards. You weren't around anymore. So I betrayed you. What else was I supposed to do? Right? When there was probably multiple things this person could have done than betray you, but you were both pretty narcissistic. So what does narcissists do? Act like they're the only ones in the fucking room. Okay, so there's hand of cards. They definitely did something that was a little risky. Okay, and I don't really think they showed you the hand that they had, right? Because maybe they were bluffing a bit. Okay, on this fucking, I heard back pain. Like, so they really did stab you in the back. Okay, maybe they were bluffing a bit, and maybe they just said some things and did some things so then you would move on. Okay, so then you would get over them, but then you kind of chased them because you knew it was bullshit. You knew the reason why they were walking away was bullshit. So it's like, why are you trying to fucking lie to me? So that's why I mean, like, there were, narcissistic parties involved, not just one. Okay. What do we got on the clock now? 1:42:38 on the clock. All right, keep that shit said. Here we go. Got to keep clocking those hours. Here we go. Anything else? Girl talk. Okay. So that's where I see, like, okay, if this person gets in touch with you or something, okay, reaches out to you and is like, listen, I have some things to say and I got some closure issues. I didn't really get over a few things that happened. Okay. Spirit is like, I think Spirit wants to bring you back together, which is why this person is suddenly having closure issues. Okay. The thing is that somebody is pretty heartbroken about it. And I think it's this person that I possibly walked away from you with a little bit of confidence, like, I want to leave you. I don't want you anymore, blah, blah, blah. And then they might have been the ones that got hurt the most because they did walk away so cocky and they didn't allow themselves to heal and they didn't get the closure. So now that they've come back around in your aura again somehow, they want that closure because they didn't get it before. They walked away all cocky and, thought that they were the man or the woman, like, oh yeah, I did it. I broke up with them. But now they're like, well, you did this and you did that. And that's why I did what I did. And it's like, this person might come at you. Okay. A little like, hey, And Spirit is really like, listen, you might have to take one for the team. Meaning, I would suggest going somewhere, A, public, okay, and B, don't see it as, oh, they want to see me to get me in trouble or to, yell at me or something. See it as a do-over of being able to start from scratch with everything on the table. Okay? Everything. And if you guys take each other's hands, awesome. If you don't, fucking leave it and walk away. But there's unfinished business. Okay? And that's why the boat is coming back around. It's why this is coming back around to the two of you, because there's unfinished business. Someone's walking around with hate or feelings or something, and it's keeping this relationship going. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you are dating in another dimension. It really wouldn't surprise me, okay? Because you're so connected, yet in 3D, so lost, okay? Because of this betrayal, this attack, this shocking attack that somebody really bluffed. Okay, they bluffed, and they just, it's like, it's honestly like you had a target on your back or something. This person never shot a gun, and like they got bullseye. Okay, I don't know how the fuck they did it, and they don't even know how they did it. They don't even know how. It's like they illusioned you to believe something, that they were happy, or they believed, I don't know, you believed something. Okay, and that's maybe could be the betrayal. I don't know. Okay, kisses in reverse. Maybe it's like somebody doesn't believe in unconditional love. Somebody's having a hard time believing it. They don't see them wanting so much closure as not being over you. Someone's not over you. Okay? Because you have a soul contract that for some reason they don't believe in. Somebody's having a hard time believing. Okay, but it's going to change. Okay, there's mask and then heart with a key. They're just okay. This person is just not showing how they truly feel because they haven't gotten there yet. They haven't allowed themselves to take off the mask and to stop pretending. It's like they're gaslighting their own feelings towards you, right? Which this is like kind of coming up, okay? Right? So when you get, it's like a lock and key. Someone's got the key and someone's got the lock. And you will or are already together somewhere. So when this person comes for this closure, see it as a renewal. See it as a chance of doing this all over again, because they are then right in front of you. They are, willing to talk to you, willing to open up with you, which means they're willing to get to the bottom of whatever it was that happened and then move past it, move beyond it. I mean, you can't ask for more, better start than that, than dealing with the closure that was left over and starting new. Because anybody can do it, okay? Anybody can do it. So, 147.43. I am going to header. I am starving. So I am going to go and eat and get my Saturday on, which means absolutely nothing. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to leave now. All right. See you later. There goes my sign. We're officially out of business today. Okay. Coffin. Dad. Oh my God. New beginnings. Like, it's official. The reading is over. Okay. We've ended it. It's done. Thank you to everybody that was a part of this, okay? And like I was saying, to the ripped skateboarder in the live, I do personal readings, okay? And if you can't afford a personal reading because, let's face it, we're all broke and it's basically a recession, keep coming to the lives, okay? Keep coming to the lives. And a lot of what I do is very kind of like spiritual, and all you have to do is just send what you want to ask into me telepathically. And the more you come to the lives, the more that Spirit and I get to know you, and the more, you'll get answers that you wouldn't even believe. Okay. So, if you can't afford to do the personal reading, or you just don't want to, at the same time, it's not mandatory or anything, then just keep coming to the lives. And then Spirit will have you on radar instantly. And you will start taking notice. Hey, look at Sexy Skateboarder still in the house. Ladies, he's still available. Take notice. Skateboard 3 is still in the house. All right? Sorry, I feel like I'm trying to sell you. Oh, geez, like a goddamn auctioneer. Okay. Namaste, everybody. Have a very wonderful day. All right? Whitney Moon, signing off. Eat well, sleep well, fuck well, do anything that you can well, and I will probably see you all tomorrow. And also check out my Instagram. Actually, I don't even know if I want to do that anymore. I don't know. I will do the shorts all the time. So I do put them on my Instagram, but I totally changed my whole Instagram and took my whole personal life out of there. And most likely live tomorrow. That is just kind of how it's happening. And then the small readings and then the lives. It just seems to be working. And I like what works, and I don't really fuck with it. So I'm just going to keep doing that. So you should see me tomorrow. If not, it'll be the next day. And namaste. Thank you to everybody. All right. See you later. And to everybody new, thanks for being here, and thanks for subscribing, and thanks for hanging out. Peace out.